Okay. Okay, so I figured it's finally time for me to start doing my horror top tens, by decade or whatever. So this first one, top 10 classic horror movies, which to me, anything before 1980. So from 1979 back, will be on this list. And I really gotta say that the top two on my list are in this list for necessity, because I haven't seen a lot of older horror movies, to be honest. So maybe this list will change in a couple of years once I watch a few more. But to me, they're on this list because I like them, but I haven't seen a lot. So I did the last two, I'll put them on here. I don't even actually have the first one on a physical media, so who knows. But number 10 is Carrie. Like I said in my review, it's very polarizing. Brian De Palma filmed this in a certain way, and I'm not sure that if you grew up in this time, maybe you appreciate it more. But for someone like me who grew up in the 90s and didn't watch this movie till now, it's a little off-putting. And maybe that's the way he wanted it to be. I mean, that's the way the book is. I don't know. There's no doubt it's a good movie. I just prefer the sequel and the remake better over this, to be honest. But it's number 10. And number 9 is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Again, another polarizing horror movie. What Tobe Hooper did here, it was, it's disturbing. Some would say that the sequel to this was disturbing, but it's got that kind of, you got the guy slashing up his own hand in the freaking van. the hitchhiker guy, and and just the conditions that the actors are in. It really shows on the film, and it makes the film even a little more disturbing. But it gets number 9 because I've only seen it once, just like Carrie. I've only seen these both once, and but just next couple, I guess, too. But yeah, and it's just I'm still kind of tentative, but there's no doubt it's a great horror film. Number 8 is technically a television film, but I added it in here. Salem's Lot. Stephen King story, of course. About a man who... Hold on. The case is broken, and it's just... So it's a story about a man who returns home and finds out that his hometown isn't the same as it was. Vampire has invaded from the Marston house, and he has to stop it. The only thing that keeps this movie down for me is that it's way too long. It's almost 3 hours long, and nothing happens in the first hour of it. I remember when I first watched this, I was sitting there going, okay, when's something going to happen? How long am I going to watch this? And it was like an hour and 15 minutes. I'm like, what? An hour and 15 minutes and nothing's happened? What? But yeah, but still a good film overall. By the end, I really enjoyed it. Number 7 is The Exorcist. Again, I've only watched this once, but I really enjoyed it, and it's really like a whoa kind of movie once you see it. Great acting all around, from Jason Miller to Linda Blair. Absolutely great acting, absolute phenomenal film, but not one I've really seen too much to know. Maybe if I watch this more, it'll be higher up, but as it stands, number 7. Number 6, Frankenstein. Classic Universal horror film. And the horror of this film is not like that the monster is this creature that wants to kill people and it's horrifying regular people. It's the horror that the monster is being ridiculed. He's being judged on his appearance because he looks like this. That automatically that must mean he's bad, but he's not. He likes the butterflies. He drowns a little girl, but it's an accident. Okay, he wants to go swimming or something. He's not really killing people. He's misjudged, and that's the real horror. You know, that's what kind of the horror genre was at this point. Is there was the horror of the creatures in the film, much like the Wolfman, which is not on this list, unfortunately, because I haven't really seen it. But I know that it's the horror of Larry Talbot turning into the werewolf, and the horror that he has to deal with that. And so there's the Frankenstein monster. Yes, Frankenstein monster. It's not Frankenstein's the Frankenstein monster or the monster. But yeah, really great film. Number 5 is the Night of the Living Dead classic horror film. They're coming to get you, Barbara. I'll be saying classic all these, but yeah. And you could say the end, maybe nowadays, especially with what's going on in the world right now with the hashtag Lives Matter stuff. But maybe not watch the end. But this will be the next movie they're boycotting because a African American gets shot at the end without. This will be the next one they're boycotting. Gone with the Wind, Paw Patrol, and Night of the Living Dead. They're all racist. I'm just saying. No, but this is a great film. Even for black and white, and even if it's mini screened, it's still a great film. Boy! Number 4 is Phantasm. Now, I much prefer Phantasm 2, to be honest, but this is still a great film. The Tall Man should be considered one of the great horror icons, but barely gets mentioned, but Angus Scrimm does a great job, and it's a great film, great acting, especially from the young Michael Baldwin, who does a great job. James McGrath is great, too, in the second one, but yeah, very great movie, very good movie. Okay, top three. And let me tell you, the next one, it's a scary movie. But it's just harmless as one of those birds are there. Because it's Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. So, yeah, Alfred Hitchcock was, so determined to shock people with this movie that he wouldn't let anyone in if they were running late. Because he didn't want them to see the twist. And, yeah, there's like 2 twists in this. There's a twist that happens partway through the film and the one at the end when you realize what's really going on. And it's a great tale of suspense because you don't know, and it's shot great. It's very good. There you go. Number 2. I get some flack for this. Why is this number 1? Halloween. Now, this is my list of my favorites, and I absolutely love the John Carpenter Halloween. But there is one better that I enjoy a little bit more. But this is a classic horror film. I keep saying this about all, but it is. It's very classic. Michael Myers, Laurie Strode, the ambiance or just the overall, way the film feels, where he could be anywhere. And even some of the dialogue is great. The acting's great. For the most point, some like, hey, speed kills, but yeah, very good. And number 1, listen, the children of the night, what music they make, come. Go. That's right. Dracula. What else could I put at number 1? I mean, the performance of Bela Lugosi alone. Sure, he's no Michael Myers, but Michael Myers doesn't command a screen presence like Bela Lugosi did. Just look at the face. Look at that. Just the way they do it, and the way they light his. But yes, I know those cardboards in a couple scenes, but it's a classic film, and I love to watch this around Halloween time. Renfield is absolutely the best character in this film next to Lugosi. Absolutely great. Props to, what's his name? I forgot his name. The actor. He's probably dead now, but, he was great in this. actor who plays Renfield, I can't remember his name, but he's great in this. And of course, Bela Lugosi himself. The Dracula's, unlike like Frankenstein, Wolfman, and the Mummy, it doesn't have that long string of films, and it has Dracula, Dracula's Daughter, Son of Dracula, House of Frankenstein, House of Dracula, Abbott Costello meet Frankenstein, but those are, side movies. Really only 3 that are the main thing. And then you have the Spanish version, which some can argue is better, but I don't know. You can just know Lugosi. And for me, that's what makes it number 1. So what are your top 10 favorite classic horror movies? You may have more than me. And remember, the list is before the 80s, because I'm doing an 80s one next. Whenever I get to it. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow, who knows. What are your thoughts on my list? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I've been Scotty. I'll see you in the next one.